Number 5, Lindsay Loblow.
And number 18, Pepper Slay.
Looks like we got some heavy defense from both of these teams right off the bat. But Lindsay Loblow able to push him out, and we have a lead jam for Tucson.
Meanwhile, Pepper Slay still having problems with the pack in front of her. Can't make it through the wall of black.
You know, for those who are unfamiliar, Lindsay Loblow is our genetically engineered skater from birth. She's been in a government training program for the last 18 years until they released her into our custody. Hence her amazing skills. Loblow calls off the jam, taking home a modest 4 points.
But up to the line for Tucson, we got number 77, Judonomi. Should we sing the song, guys? Should we sing the song?
You don't know me.
Ba, 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 ba.
I'm not one of your typical
You have
jammers.
a really nice voice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And the pack is off.
Maybe not yet. Now they're off.
Yeah.
Camilla Bloodspittle for Pikes Peak as the jammer.
The 187, one of my favorite derby girls to watch, Mrs. Bloodspilla. But making them pay. Up the inside, Judonomi.
Camilla Bloodspiller right behind her.
Well, these two teams have met many times in the past. There is a lot of revenge in the air. Judonomi furiously trying to call off the jam, but
She's not lead jam, so
Nope,
she got
she
an
was not.
illegal procedure minor.
illegal. That's illegal.
It's not nice.
Camilla Bloodspiller with some nifty little moves there, trying to make it out of the pack. Past the pack, around the pack, through the pack.
Pressing up against some stalwart Tucson defense. Judonomi finally threw out, and she made some 4 points. Make some noise for Tucson. And that's 4 points for Pikes Peak. We are just hand for hand here.
I'm good. Boy, we are seeing some amazing defense from both teams right here. Very little ground gained by anybody, and we've got a tie game so far, 8-8 early in this first period. Well, if this is any indication of how this game is going to go, Jilly, it's a nail biter.
I have to skate tomorrow, so I can't drink alcohol. And I don't know how we're going to get through this, Serge. I just don't know.
I'll help you through it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Up to the line for Tucson, we have number 52, Juana Chingazo.
And for Pikes Peak, number A6, Out of My Way. Out of My Way, having problems with the pack. Trying to make it through. A lot of pushing and shoving going on up there.
And there she goes.
Through the pack, 52, Juana Chingazo. We like to call her the TBM, or Tunnel Boring Machine. I appreciate this lead jammer.
Wait a minute, Juana Chingazo and Senor Chingazo. What's going on here? What kind of nepotistic organization are we running?
I have no idea who she is.
You've never met her before in your life, have
But
you?
she looks good in those underoos.
Oh, nice. After shaking off 3 blockers, she calls off the jam.
A beautiful jam for Juana Chingazo. Isn't she pretty?
On the line for Pikes Peak, Pepper Slay.
Going up against the 3-3 Pixie Axe.
Both jammers looking to find their way into that pack.
A heavily defensive game.
Oh, Pixie Axe. Did you see what she was called out on?
Gonna do some time in the sin bin.
And here's an opportunity for Pikes Peak to rack up some points.
Yep.
If they can get past that black wall. That wall black. Black wall.
Yeah.
Wow, blah,
Yep.
blah. I haven't even been drinking tonight.
This means this is a power jam advantage, Pikes Peak.
Pepper Slay. Pepper Slay on the move, trying to get around, over, through, and she does. Grand slam for Pepper Slay.
As Judo Nomi hits the box.
And Rafflecopter. Tucson needs to stay out of the penalty box if they want to stay in this game.
That's not what they're doing right now. 11-17 as Pikes Peak have taken the lead.
Pikes Peak with all their skaters out there, up against 2 of Tucson Saddle Tramps.
That's right, another grand slam by Pepper Slay for Pikes Peak.
But if you want a couple of blockers on the track, Dirty Duchess and Miss Evil, a recent transfer to Tucson, definitely the people to do it.
I have a crush on Miss Evil.
Who doesn't have a crush on Miss Evil?
I just like evil. Oh, down goes Pixie Axe after turn number 2, but quickly recovers. All right, and that's the end of the jam.
Once again on the line, 187, Camilla Blood Spiller.
All right, we got an official timeout. We'd like to thank some of our vendors, and we'd like to encourage you to go check out some of the vendors like Track Daddy and Skate Inc., Sin City Skates, who are also performing our trackside skate repair. Thank you, Ivana Spanking. Hello. Also, Nitro Burn Industries, you can go get yourself a custom-made shirt or hoodie or shawl or pashmina wrap. Just have Downtown Dave over at Nitro Burn print it up for you. Customize yours today.
Up to the line for Tucson, we have number 5, the genetic mutant herself, Lindsay Loblo. Blast through that pack like butter, but on her tail, we have Camilla Blood Spiller.
Yeah, it's beautiful watching Loblo get through a pack, and she elegantly calls off the jam.
A beautiful 2-0 jam. That was a pretty little call off it.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, double tap,
It really had some finesse to it.
right? Isn't that rule number 2?
Maybe it was a tippity tap.
A tippity tap?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The tippity tap. Tippity. I know. Be back.
Audi My Way coming up to the line for Pikes Peak. She'll be going up against Judo Nomi for Tucson.
You're wrong, because that's 52, and that's Juana Chingazo.
Oh,
Well, he's
I'm
like half
sorry.
right. He's half right because they're both part of J-Train.
The
Right.
J Train.
I think I
Want
need
some
some
of
new glasses.
J-Train. Pikes Peak with some great defense up front. Juana Chingazo trying to make it through. She definitely has the advantage over A6.
Oh, I love that. Let's Juana Chingaso almost pushing her blockers into the out-of-play zone. I like that style.
You can't stop that J train from coming.
And out of my way to the sin bin.
Some sweet blocking in the back by Cosminati, number 10.
Oh,
And a huge hit to Mystery Meat to the inside.
I didn't know Mystery Meat was so aerodynamic.
Oh, she's like an airplane.
Juana Chingaso, TRD's Weeble Wobble. You cannot knock her down. And she'll be picking up a grand slam on that last pass. Full 5. Juana Chingaso knocked to the out of bounds and chooses to call off the jam.
Sweet little mystery fact for the Tucson Saddle Tramps. Recent transfer Xanadu, apparently from outer space, brought by Cosminati. I appreciate the 1-8 Xanadu.
They should have put Cosminati in a decontamination shower. That would have taken care of that.
Maybe for their next transfer from outer space.
Yeah. All right, there's Judo Nomi. See?
The other half of J-Train.
That's what I meant.
Maybe you need a new prescription.
Maybe I just like singing that song, Jilly.
Pepper's Play jamming for Pikes Peak. Quick traffic jam up front. Both skaters trying to make it through. Whoa! Oh! We sound like Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Oh!
Dun,
It's unbelievable.
That looked like more rugby than derby, but
And out of all that craziness comes Judo Nomi,
Yep.
number 77, but she will not be lead jammer. I think because she stepped on someone's face.
oh yes, and that would be an improper pass, as we have been.
AKA
School
illegal
today.
procedure.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
making
yeah.
stuff up here, guys.
Improper face stepping.
Improper face skating. And that is a grand slam for Judo Nomi.
Yeah, Judo Nomi looking to bring back that score differential, roll it back, as it were. And this is a pretty low-scoring game, possibly one of the lowest-scoring games we've seen all day.
Yeah, holy defense Batman. Yeah.
And talk about close, 29-31. Getting close to the halfway mark of period number 1. We still have 17 minutes and 33 seconds left. As Have comes up to the line against Tucson.
Up against Camilla Bloodspiller.
And for the first time this evening, Have. I'm so excited. On some fancy brand new antics. God, I want antics.
A lot of pushing and shoving going on.
And it looks like Have gets out of the pack clean. And first, she's your lead jammer.
But Camilla Bloodspiller is on the hunt. Whoa. Camilla Bloodspiller to the sin bin. Nope, now she's out again.
I think Miss Evil just sent her to the penalty box. Hilarious.
But now she's going again. It's like musical chairs with the sin bin.
That means Have is all alonesome by her ownsome on a power jam for Tucson.
This is exactly what Tucson needs.
And we've had a lead change in that last lap. Oh! Picking up her fourth minor. There goes Have to the box. That's going to release Camilla Bloodspiller. Just as Tucson just acquired the lead change by 2 points. 33 to 31. Now it is Pikes Peak who have the power jam. Nice pack control by Tucson. Oh, a low blow with one last hit, but they got to let her go.
And some devastation being brought on the back by Pick Anya Pie.
Nice shucking and jiving by Bean Have as she shakes off the last blockers, but that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for that jam.
Holy smokes, this game is close.
It's almost like a football score, huh?
All right, we got a timeout for Pikes Peak.
The Tucson Saddle Tramps would like to give a big shout out hello to Bianca Troll, number 11, watching at home. We love you, Binks.
Did you get anything to eat out there, Jilly?
I had Baja Dogs deliciousness, guys. Powered on pork. Yeah.
I thought you
Sorry,
just called
sorry
it a
about
power dog.
No, powered on pork. It was
Why?
There's a lot of peas,
How
I'm
come
sorry.
we're not providing power dogs instead of power bars to our skaters?
What was I thinking?
We've got to get on that for next year's Dust Devil. Power dogs.
Power dogs. And then they bark. Arf.
Or that.
On the line for the Saddle Tramps is number 18, Xanadu. According to her player's bio, she loves to draw sharks with chalk. I don't know what that means, but she loves to draw sharks with chalk.
We have player bios?
See, we don't know. I mean, she comes from outer space.
She's going up against A6 Audi My Way. And we're just finishing up an official timeout. That was like a timeout within a timeout.
That was multiple timing and outings.
All right, both jammers looking to find some way through that pack. Xanadu getting blocked to the inbounds.
Up the outside, she's powered by Space Dust. Ladies and gentlemen, Xanadu.
Xanadu, a very fast jammer for Tucson. And Xanadu, look at the speed on Xanadu.
Wow.
Making short work of that pack and picking up a full 5. Grand slam.
Apparently, aliens can skate because she is amazing. Audi My Way, out and free though.
And Xanadu calls it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Xanadu.
39 to 31, still a very close game. 41, 42, 43, 44. I feel like I'm controlling that. Let's just keep going up. 45, 44 to 31 in favor of the Saddle Tramps.
Help him hold her. Corner, help him hold her. Pick one, baby. Just pick one.
Down goes Pixie Axe in the out of bounds after turn number 2. Nice blocking by Miss Evil and Electra High Voltage.
And up the outside comes 52, the tunnel-born machine, Juana Chingazo.
And Juana is going to be skating on a power jam as number 18, Pepper Slay from Pikes Peak will be taking a seat in the penalty box.
And Pikes Peak with some great blocking up front.
Looked like for blocking out of bounds.
Tucson looking to widen that lead against Pikes Peak. Miss Evil heading to the penalty box. Russian Bride heading to the penalty box. Juana fighting her way up there against that wall of pink.
How does Miss Evil go to the penalty box? Don't people just bounce off her? Like,
in theory, she is made of rubber. She's through, and that's a grand slam for Juana Chingazo. Is that two? Are we at two grand slams?
all right, Juana gets knocked to the inbounds and calls off the jam, but not before increasing the lead for TRD. It's like 20 points separate these two teams right here with 11 minutes and 41 seconds to go in period number 1.
And Pepper Slade back on the line for Pikes Peak, going up against Picanha Pie.
This will be Picanha Pie's first time to the line for Tucson.
Wow, Pikes Peak really doing some defensive damage on Picanha Pie. Wouldn't even let her get off the jammer line. That would be the Simply Bits jammer line. Judono for Pikes Peak will be hitting the penalty box.
Beautiful hit right at the end by Mystery Meat. Some nice recycling between her and Lindsay Loblo.
And jamming for the first time, number 555, Moxie Malicious for Pikes Peak.
Going up against number 373, Behave.
Well, once again, Pikes Peak doing an excellent job with their defense off the jammer line, knocking Behave to the outside and the inside, but she recovers to get lead jammer. Nice hits in there by Pinky McLovin. Her and Pixie Axe just holding Moxie Malicious at bay. Meanwhile, Behave picks up a grand slam from that last pass, and Moxie picks up a penalty. She'll be sitting down in the penalty box. There goes another full 5 for Behave.
Some big numbers. Tucson starting to put some points between them and Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak has to disengage. That lets Behave get through once again for another grand slam.
And she's through again. Tucson, this is crazy. What do we have? 4 grand slams? Is anyone counting out there? I'm
She
not.
calls off the jam after picking up a grand slam. Nice work by Behave. Twenty-point jam by Behave.
That's cray-cray.
Yeah, in this game it is, because we've been seeing nothing but very small scores and very small incremental gains.
And up to the line for Tucson, we have the space alien herself, Xanadu.
Going up against number 18, Pepper Slade from Pikes Peak. Wasn't there a salt and pepper on the other bout just before us? Or?
A Salt and Pepper, the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, and I heart her. Everybody seems to love that jammer line. Jam Line brought to you by Simply Bits, your local choice for dependable communications, services, internet, voice, and fax.
All right, Xanadu, Pepper Slay. Who's going to get through first? It's Pepper Slay. And she's your lead jammer, Pikes Peak.
That was a beautiful little path she followed through there. Some nice jamming by Pepper Slay.
Oh, no. A juke and a juke for Xanadu. Cosmonauty. Nice blocking out there. Pepper Slay. Not too happy being confronted with the behind of Cosmonauty.
And what a holy behind it is.
Xanadu gets knocked to the inbounds, has to re-enter the pack at the back.
Judo Nomi with a quick hit and a stop, and that jammer had to go all the way back behind her.
Can't believe she has lead jammer. She didn't call it off. That's so crazy. I know. It's really weird. Pepper Slay calling off the jam. 5 minutes and 48 seconds remain. Time for a handful of jams.
We'd like to thank Derby Supply, Discount Skatewear, 5on5 Magazine, and DerbyLove.net. DerbyLove.net. Wear it or not. Up to the line for Tucson, we have the TBM, Juana Chingazo. Up the outside like there's no blockers on the pack. It's 52, Juana Chingazo.
That's right. Camilla Bloodspilla jamming for Pikes Peak. Still trying to get through that pack. Just got knocked to the inbounds. Oh, Juana. That was like a David Lee Roth knee slide. I was really impressed with that. Was waiting for her to go, wow! when that happened. 4-5 for Miss Chingazo.
A relative rookie for the Saddle Tramp. She has stepped up her game this year. Her endurance is crazy. Her juking's gotten great.
Well, if you remember, she came into the league almost perfect. Rarely do I see a rookie when she first joined skate like she did.
Definitely, especially with no skating experience, and she has excelled this year.
Mystery Meat really laying some hits on Camilla Bloodspilla, but Camilla staying on the track. Juana sizing up her opponents and then blows right through them. Oh, yes. All right, referee's calling no pack. What did he say? Oh, how can you understand that?
A lot of yelling and a lot of whistles there.
Looks like a couple Tucson players went to the box for some out-of-play major. I think Pikes Peak had a Tucson player in the back. What do you think, audience? Good job. Am I paying attention? Doing my job up here?
I don't think they're paying attention to you.
Okay? It's just Coca-Cola. I'm doing my best with
That
what
thing's
I
filled
have.
with wine.
It's a lie.
Boone's
That's a
Farm.
lie.
I saw you in the parking lot with the Boone's Farm.
If it was wine, it wouldn't be Boone's Farm. I'm just saying.
That's what you always say when you're drunk on Boone's Farm.
Up to the line for Tucson, we got number 5, Lindsay Loblo. The athletic horse.
She's going up against A6 Audi My Way for Pikes Peak.
Courtesy Lay just said something, and then he waved his finger.
You know,
It was very official.
That was rapidly spoken, but I think he just broke up with you, Jilly. I'm sorry. That was a rotten way to do it, too. Lindsay Loblo.
excuse me while I cry into the mic. But I'm happy now because Lindsay Loblow's lead jammer for Tucson.
And out of my way is In Pursuit.
I like how Lindsay Loblow's star panty is just kind of puffed up. It looks like the Pope's hat. It's the Pope of TRD. That might be her new title.
Holy cow. Holy.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I didn't make it up.
It is wine in here, guys.
Boone's
it
Farm,
is.
right there.
Boone's Farm.
89-44 in favor of the TRD Saddle Tramps. Here we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds winding down. Time for at least 2 jams. Jilly.
Tucson Saddle Tramps lining up at the jammer line. 33, Pixie Axe jamming, and she busts through.
Yeah.
And a quick lead jam by the Pixie Axe.
Saw that coming a mile away. Pixie Axe looking to make up for that out-of-bounds block from before that really gave Pikes Peak a runaway power jam.
There are hardly any players on the track right now, it seems like.
Yeah, we just decided we don't need them all. 5 was too many.
It's too many to count and keep track of.
Speaking of 5, there's a full 5 from Pixie Axe on that last pass. Just saying.
She gets a gleam in her eye. It's the angry bulldog when Pixie Axe jams. Angry bulldog, 5 points for Pixie Axe.
Pixie Axe looking to break the century mark on the scoreboard, possibly with this next pass. Oh, knocked to the out of bounds.
And I think she did. I think we went, and here we go. Tucson has broken the century mark, ladies and gentlemen.
And Pixie calls the jam. (104 to 52). We've got probably 1 jam left as Lindsay Loblow, the Pope of TRD, comes up to the Simply Bits jammer line. She'll be going up against 187 Camilla Bloodspilla, Pikes Peak.
When you say her name, you have to do with such Bloodspilla. You know, there has to be some guttural.
Bloodspilla.
Camilla Bloodspilla. Wow. An invisible Lindsay Loblow just shot up the outside to become lead jammer.
Yep.
She must be taking some points from the alien Xanadu.
It's that Pope hat.
Yeah.
It's totally the Pope hat.
She's floating right through them like Pope smoke. And a little sideways calling off the jam, and that does it for Lindsay Loblow. And the clock ticks down to the halftime. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes until period 2. Get yourself a beer. Get yourself a hot dog, a power dog, if you will. 106 to 52 in favor of the Saddle Tramps, and we shall return shortly.
We'd like to do a quick shout out to Angela, aka Witch Doctor, with the Wounded Warrior Project. She's out here walking around. She received her Purple Heart today. Her Purple Heart.
Folks, listen up too. Also, a set of keys was turned in that was left in the ladies' room. If they're yours, please come by and try to describe them. And if I agree with you, I'll give them back to you. If not, I have a new car.
NSOs to their positions. All NSOs to their positions.
If you cannot reach your positions, you should be stretching more often. I suggest yoga. All right, we're just about ready to kick off period number 2, part 2, in this epic battle between Pikes Peak and the Tucson Saddle Tramps. We'd also like to thank the band Desh Taco. They have merchandise for sale, I believe, up near the front. If you like what you hear, go buy one of their CDs. It's fabulous.
Up to the line for Tucson, we got number 5, Lindsay Loblo.
And number 18, Pepper Slay.
Pepper Slay did a nice little hip check, little offensive jamming, and just took off without any interference.
Was.
She's your lead jammer.
A little tap, tap. But in the back, we got a Pinky McLovin falling to the ground. But there's an angry Loblo trying to fight her way through the pack.
Angry low blow sounds like something you pay extra for.
Oh, oh, oh. Did I say that? You did. I don't know if we can say that into the mic.
I mean, at the Circle K, it's like a snack.
In hindsight, that was probably a bad idea. Meanwhile, number 18 for the Pikes Peak is just cruising on through there. Pepper Slay.
Yeah. Pepper Slay with a full 5. Low blow right behind her with a full 4. Nothing wrong with 4. And another.
Number 3, Pinky McLovin, making it hard out there for Pepper Slay.
And Pepper Slay calls off the jam. Pepper Slay definitely demonstrating the determination that I think Pikes Peak is going to bring back here on this second half.
Now we look like we have some more players on the track. I love roller derby.
On the line for Tucson, Judo Nomi. Going up against Camilla Bloodspilla from Pikes Peak.
Some sparse pack play from Pikes Peak and Tucson, both having a little bit of penalty trouble. Judo Nomi calling it off before Camilla Bloodspilla could make any points on that jam.
0-0. It's like soccer. Nothing to nothing.
Like, no entiendes.
Just saying.
Speaking of Spanish, Juana Chingazo up to the line for Tucson Roller Derby.
Going up against Out in My Way. Looks like a football huddle up there.
The pack is off. Here they go.
Left to right.
The whistle has blown. They're moving so fast you cannot see them.
All right, we're getting a legal procedure and some confusion. That sounds like a good recipe.
There's many referees yelling and talking and making signs with their fingers, and people are coming in and off the track, and this is crazy. This is crazy roller derby.
Moxie Malicious picks up an illegal procedure. She will be sitting in the penalty box right now as Outie My Way tries to get out
Up the
into her.
outside like there's nobody there. The tunnel boring machine, Juana Chingazo, is your lead jammer. And now up the inside. It doesn't matter what lane you leave open. You just better leave them all closed. Otherwise, Juana Chingazo is going to make a full 5 points. Juana Chingazo taking time there to fix her equipment. She's so good, she can just do that in the middle of a jam. Juking and a jiving.
Oh, stays in bounds after a huge hit.
Weeble wobble, but you don't fall down. That's Juana Chingazo.
Yeah, Fanny Pfister tried her best to take her out. Couldn't quite do it. Cat Black does it, though, and Juana's got to re-enter behind her.
She keeps those feet moving, and she just takes it.
Wow, nice defensive friction by Pikes Peak.
Ladies and gentlemen, Juana Chingazo.
No relation.
I don't know. All I can say is that Senor Chingazo cannot take his eyes off of her. It's adorable, as they say in Spanish.
All right, we got an official timeout, as they say in Spanish. We'd like to thank some of our donors, like 1702 Pizza, Brooklyn Pizza, Magpie's Pizza,
So much
Rocco's Pizza.
I freaking love pizza.
Yeah, we are only sponsored by pizza. That was a policy we established last year. It's been working out really good. I'm getting fatter by the day, but
No beer. Oh, there's plenty of beer. Belgium Ale, New Belgium Ale, Pabst Blue Ribbon, because what roller derby event is complete without some PBR?
Pabst Blue Ribbon was actually our very first sponsor.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Wow.
They used to be one of the biggest sponsors of roller derby
That seems
in the
appropriate.
world.
Hey, you know what? I was
I can
thinking
say
earlier.
that.
I was thinking earlier that we were actually kind of bad hosts because we didn't have Foster's beer for the Australians.
Oh.
Yeah, they've got to learn to
Oh.
drink Pabst like everyone else.
Right?
Yeah. Just bear down. It's your problem.
Just getting us to Nogales tequila.
This is the
That's
longest
culture.
time out ever, guys. What do you think? Everyone's hanging out by the Jammer Line. The Jammer Line, sponsored by Simply Bits.
That's right. Simply Bits, your local choice for dependable communications, services, internet, voice, and fax.
Nicely done, Serge. Nicely done.
I was copying you.
I know. Thank you. We got a nice applause there from Joe Audino, wearing the wrong color hat.
That's right, our only listener. Like a morning show with one listener.
It's Joe Audino and Bianca Troll in San Francisco. That's
And
it.
Pepper Slay is lead jammer for Pikes Peak.
I don't know. I smell a Pikes Peak comeback in the process.
Pikes Peak is a second half team. So one thing Tucson has to be careful about is they can't get complacent. They got to keep the fire burning. They got to break on through to the other side. I'm sorry.
Nice
I'm sorry
hit
for that.
on Pixie Axe before turn number 1.
There she goes, blowing her way out there. Pixie Axe, she is not your lead jammer, but she is looking to score.
Low blow trying to put a stop to Pepper Slay. Can't do it. Pepper picks up another 4 points to Tucson 0.
A nice jam for the 1-8 Pepper Slay from the Pikes Peak. Up to the line, Her Holiness, Lindsay Lowblow, number 5. Should we cross ourselves?
In nomine Lowblow.
In nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of Latin speakers up here. And a Latin teacher. This is like Latin corner.
A little blocking and jamming. Lindsay Lowblow making sure that Tucson kept that jammer at bay. She
Yep.
makes it through. Lindsay Lowblow, your lead jammer. beautiful versatility there, knowing exactly where she needed to be on the track.
Yeah, that was some nice strategy by Lindsay Loblow. Loblow doing an elegant job of blending defense and offense
Electra
with the
Hive.
style of the Pope. That's like, you know,
Exactly.
you can't beat that.
Papal skating.
Papal skating, yes.
Papal skating. Papal. Papal.
Papal.
You say tomato.
Yeah,
I say papal.
Papal. That sounds
So
I'm not,
wrong.
I'm going to tell you what that. I got in trouble the last time I said what that sounds like.
Up
I
to
drink
the
my
line.
papal through a straw.
I'm
All
not
right.
talking to you anymore, Serge. Being Have jamming for Tucson, the 373.
And some nice blocking by 2-1-2, Slaughter Than Hell. But she had to disengage, and there goes B and Have.
Being Have, a very patient jammer. She really waits for those holes to just open up, and she can hop right through them.
Calling off the jam. After a little shimmy, nice move by B and Have.
A little shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff.
That brings the score up to 140 to 78 in favor of the Tucson Saddle Tramps. We have 21 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in period number 2.
Up to the line, number 77, one part of the J Train. It's Judo Nomi. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Jamming against 187, Camilla Bloodspiller.
Oh, Camilla was going for that outside line. But she gets the inside line. A little improper pass procedure back there will make her ineligible for lead jammer, but let's see what happens now. Yep, Judo Nomi gets it and calls it off. Nice job, Judo Nomi.
Some beautiful defensive jam by Judo Nomi. Made sure she got through that pack legally and then called it off before Camilla could make any points. I like smart derby. Smart derby.
Yeah. Smart derby.
Smart derby.
I came here for some smart derby.
I don't want no stupid derby. I want the smart derby. I don't know where these voices are coming from.
All right, B and Have once again jamming for Tucson.
Some beautiful blocking by Lindsay Loblow.
That was Lindsay Loblow sending Pepper Slay to the floor.
But that block sent her to the box. Didn't quite catch that sign by the ref. But whatever it was, they did not like it.
Isn't that legal if that's your name? That should be all right. I don't know. What do I know?
Then I want to change my name to Gilliman Lead Jammer. Right?
Yeah, sure.
It's like Manifest Destiny.
Pixie Axe will be hitting the penalty box for cutting the track.
A ringer there by number 52, Cat blocking Bayou to B and Have.
Oh, Pepper Slay. Looks like she was trying to get by Miss Evil, then it looked like she was trying to take down Miss Evil, and that's not something you do.
But no one shall pass evil.
None shall pass. Meanwhile, B and Have sent to the penalty box.
Oh no.
I think for her fourth minor.
It looked like fourth minor. I think we're going to get some clarification here from our official staff. And we appreciate our referees, NSOs, volunteers, and vendors here at the 2012 Dust Devil. Pikes Peak getting pretty close to that jammer line.
Yeah.
That Simply Bits jammer line.
Oh, we should start a duo. Melodic commercial duo.
187, Camilla Bloodspiller, jamming unopposed. This is a power jam, advantage Pikes Peak. And she makes quick work. Pikes Peak, Camilla Bloodspiller, your lead jammer.
That's right. We can't take this lightly because 140 to 86 is still something that can be overcome in 17 minutes and 46 seconds. So send in your jammer to the penalty box.
Es no bueno.
Can be a death knell.
Es muy mal.
And Mystery Meat will be taking a seat.
For a high block major, you can't block to the head. Wah, wah.
I don't know why it's there.
Spilla getting through that last jammer on one skate, ladies and gentlemen. Pikes Peak.
That's right. Another grand slam for Camilla Bloodspilla. This is definitely going to be the comeback jam for Pikes Peak.
Being Have trying to skate through that pack on her knees. She's amazing.
Again, not calling off the jam. Weird. All right, Camilla calls off the jam. I got to see how many points that was. Oh, boy.
Anybody else feeling this techno beat? Because I am. Looks like we have a timeout for Tucson Saddle Tramps. This timeout is brought to you by some of our donors. Wildcat Liquors, Mr. K's Barbecue, Frog and Firkin, Finley Distributing, Brugger's Bagels, and Chick-fil-A. Don't eat cow, have chicken today.
Camilla Bloodspilla's 14-point jam has put Pikes Peak back in the striking range. Particularly on a day when we've seen a lot of 20-point plus jams. Are you having a seizure? I'm sorry.
I'm dancing.
I gotta find something for Jill Manjaro to bite on.
I'm incapable of taking a picture without making a dumb face.
Here, bite on this. It's gonna be okay.
Up to the line, the alien from outer space, it's Xanadu.
Xanadu will be taking on number 18, Pepper Slay for Pikes Peak.
Pepper Slay took a quick inside, made it out to become your lead jammer. Xanadu using a little bit of space dust to get her way through the front of that pack.
Yeah, Pikes Peak really, really ramping up their defense in this second period, and Pepper Slay calls off the jam. Smart move. I mean, we're seeing a whole new team from Pikes Peak right here, and they have overcome an incredible point differential.
There was an angry locker room conversation. I believe I heard incroyable, sacre bleu, la 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 la. Lots of angry things.
I didn't realize they spoke French at Pikes Peak.
It's only Coke.
That's
It's only Coke. Whew.
Is that something Colorado Springs is known for? I know they got the Air Force and a lot of evangelists, but oh, cutting the track.
And number 52, Juana Chingazo, has to spend some time in the sin bin.
Yep, big track cutting.
Exactly what Pikes Peak needs to get back in this game. But she's got an angry Cosmonati, the deliverer of the Xanadu.
Yeah.
But she has to let it go.
Yeah, Cosmonati and Pixie Axe doing an excellent job of slowing down that momentum. And in turn, speeding up the penalty clock. Full 5 on that last pass for Camilla Bloodspilla. And Pikes Peak incrementally coming back and reducing that point deficit.
Tucson doing a great job of keeping that Pikes Peak jammer behind them. They are really working as a unit. Wow, wow, some beautiful defense by the Tucson Saddle Tramps. Keeping that power jam to nothing. Nicely done, Saddle Tramps. I am now remaining impartial while announcing this bout.
All right, we got a timeout for Pikes Peak. That's going to give you people plenty of time to go get a beer. What are you laughing at? You're on your way to get a beer.
She can't officially have a beer until the game is officially over.
But she can be on her way. We're all on our way to get a beer, really, when you think about it.
This is way too poetic for roller derby.
It's
I
zen,
don't know what's
baby.
going
It's
on
zen.
over here. Exactly.
All of us here, just on our way to get a beer. Whether it happens tonight or not, it's going to happen. It's the journey. It's important.
I think Serge might need no more beer, though. That might be good.
Wait till day 3. Wait till day 3. This is day 1.
A knowing look from the Reverend Mike. Appreciate it.
We'd like to thank all our vendors that have been participating in this tournament this weekend, such as Adam Wheels and Bionic Bearings, Bikini Vixen, Derbalife, Derby Famous, Derby Supply.
And DerbyLove.net. Wear
right.
it or not.
All right, Pepper Slay going up against Lindsay Loblo, and neither one of them budging an inch there for a second. And Loblo finds the inside line and says, enough with these shenanigans. I'm here to skate.
Oh, my genetic mutant Loblo.
And this is what Tucson is looking for, a return to the performance that got them the lead in the first period. And Lindsay Loblo calls off the jam.
A pretty jam by the athletic Peruvian horse herself, Lindsay Loblo.
So is there an after party tonight, or is it tomorrow or Sunday? No after party tonight?
I think there's always an after party.
Always.
Always.
Always, always.
Somewhere.
The big, gigantic after party, of course, will be after the championship game.
That's right. Sunday, it'll be a club congress, and it will be fun. There will be karaoke. There will be booze.
Is that going to be the Kiss tribute band on that one?
No Kiss tribute, but there will be some sort of band called Los Por Torta. I don't know.
Some band.
I have no idea what that means, what they do. B and Have just can't get into that pack, and this is once again, Pikes Peak demonstrating their defensive prowess as Camilla Bloodspilla with Lee Jammer is looking to get through that pack. Sorry, very distracted by the amount of whistles that are going on.
B and Have doing a little defensive jamming there for a minute, akin to Loblo's defensive jamming a few plays earlier. Nicely done, gave her just enough time to get out of that pack. I think I did hear that the Los Pork Torta was the inspiration for Cosmonauti to get Xanadu from out of space and into Tucson Roller Derby.
That sounds like some weird conspiracy theory. You're gonna have to tell me more about the Dracos that live underground. And
I read it on the interwebs.
okay, I got you.
To the line for Tucson, number 77, Judo Nomi. Going up against 1-8, Pepper Slay. Pepper Slay looking for a little jammer on jammer action.
Yeah, very cleverly, she blocks her up until she gets to her own blockers and then takes off.
Some pretty snowplow by Electra High Voltage.
Yep.
A beautiful rookie. Another example of some good rookie players we've got for the Saddle Tramp. She's also played on Team Bionic. I heart me some High Voltage.
That was some good blocking. Xanadu, Electra High Voltage, really holding Pepper Slay at bay.
If you can see number 77, Judo Nomi's face, this is her angry skate face.
Oh, yeah.
Can't touch this.
I was going to say super freak.
I need some parachute pants. Oh, wrong song. Sad Panda. There might have been a back blocking call on Judo.
I saw the motion. All right, we got an official timeout.
So we can officially figure out what just happened.
You know, I'm going to say I didn't jinx this bout either by saying, oh, we've had a surprisingly low amount of official timeouts in this tournament. That would have jinxed us, hence this would have happened.
Right, but that didn't happen, so...
Yeah, so I didn't jinx it, but it's happened. I'm confused. Official review for Pikes Peak.
They want to officially find out what happened.
This looks official. Look at that.
Many referees huddling together. One for all and all for one.
I think they're trying to decide if they're going to have their own after party tonight before the next after party tomorrow. Anybody that's looking for something to do, if you're out of town tonight, La Cocina downtown is an excellent place to go. There are some great bands tonight. It's free.
Agreed.
And they serve tacos till 11.
I think Danger Muffin is asking, do you think my swim trunks clash with my purple helmet? And Pippi Long to Box You says, no, and they go well with my rainbow polka dot helmet. Courtesy Elay says, I agree, my red striped socks look smashing.
But it's my purple helmet that ties the whole outfit together.
Agreed.
You're so good at reading lips, Jilly. I had no idea.
I know. I just got a new prescription so I can see long distances.
Oh, yeah. Free massages by Chip Queso. Flown out from Texas just to give the shoulder rub.
They're not even creepy yet.
How come you're massaging? Massage me. Okay. All right. This is much better. Announcing is hard. Ladies and gentlemen, free massages by Chip Queso. Just line up behind the announcer's table. He'll be happy to help you.
All right, Tucson's jammer picked up a minor contact after the whistle on the last play, so we were just sorting that out. There was some discussion on whether that was a major or a minor. The officials decided it's a minor. At this point in the night, that's going to do some real good. Majorly minor.
I believe this is her first jam of the evening. That's the 717 Mystery Meat.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She's not only a jammer at the moment, she's also the president of Tucson Roller Derby. And Mystery Meat picks up a major back block as she heads to the penalty box. That means 187 Camilla Blood Spilla inherits the Power Jam. Cosmonati and Miss Evil up at the front of the pack. Looking to put a stop to Camilla. They have to disengage. There goes Camilla, and here goes Juana Chingaso to the penalty box. All right, looks like Dirty Duchess will be hitting the penalty box for a major cut, and that is loading up the penalty box with Saddle Champs.
And Pikes Peak looking to divide and conquer this sparse Tucson defense.
And take a look at the scoreboard as Pikes Peak has been steadily climbing up this entire period. 144 to 24, only 20 points separate these two teams. What an incredible comeback so far by Pikes Peak.
And Mystery Meat back in the box. This is a rough-looking jam for Tucson. And another full 5 on that last pass. And all of a sudden, it's an 11-point game.
That's right, 11 points separate these two teams.
And we have a timeout for Tucson.
Yeah. Amazing jams by Camilla Bloodspilla and by number 18, Pepper Slay, who, the two of them, almost alone, bringing the score up to where it is now. And check it out, 138 to 144. This has returned to being the close game that it started out as. And we still have 7 minutes left in this game. This is definitely a time when the phrase anything can happen really rings true. I think I'm sweating profusely because of it. This is a nail biter. What are you looking at me for? Just go get me a towel or something. Help me out. You're my assistant.
Beautiful assistant.
All right, hopefully that timeout was enough time for you to go get a beer, and you are back for the exciting remainder, the final 7 minutes and 3 seconds of period number 2. As Pikes Peak have made an incredible comeback. Nearly a 100-point comeback in period number 2, and they stand there 6 points behind Tucson.
Against a single Pixie X.
Pixie X will be hitting the box, I believe, for a low block. Meanwhile, Pepper Slay makes her way out of the pack for a grand slam.
And it's looking like we have a lead change.
That's right. Everyone has to drink right now. It is a lead change. 148 to 144 in favor of Pikes Peak. Pepper Slay just racking up the points right now, really expanding Pikes Peak's lead here in the final minutes. We have 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
And we have a lead change. Pikes Peak 155 versus Tucson 144.
And Lindsay Loblow on the line for Tucson, hoping to make a comeback up against 187 Camilla Bloodspilla.
Up to the line for Tucson, we have number 5, Miss Lindsay Loblow, going up against 187 Camilla Bloodspilla.
Oh! Loblow hits the ground in turn number 2. Oh, nice blocking by 2-1-2, Slaughter Than Hell. And
Lindsay
she
Loblow
does it.
finally saying enough's enough, gets through, and Lindsay Loblow's your lead jammer. If they say no pack, they have to let her go in the back, too.
All right, looks like
Oh no, and Camilla Bloodspilla of Pikes Peak is going to the box. That means this is a power jam. Advantage Tucson.
that's right. She picks up her 4th minor, but Loblow is still out in the clear.
And if there's a jammer who you don't want on the track if you're Pikes Peak during a power jam Tucson, it's Lindsay Loblow.
The Pope of roller derby.
Her holiness.
Oh, nice job. She gets through that pink wall and picks up another fresh 5.
And that's a grand slam for Lindsay Loblow.
And look at that scoreboard, people. 154 to 157. This is a
And she
3-point game.
If Lindsay Loblow can get through this pack, we will have another lead change.
Loblow knocked out of bounds, but does not slow her stride. And the Pikes Peak defense really trying to give it to Loblow, but Loblow picks up another 4, and there it is. Lead change, ladies and gentlemen. 158 to 157, 1-point game.
No.
2 minutes and 36 seconds remain.
Is this day 1 of Dust Devil? Oh my God.
Day 1.
Oh my God. Let's jam.
Tied score. It's not a 1-point lead, it's a tied score.
Tie
Oh my
score.
God, it's tied. Oh my God. Everybody drink. Holy cow. Up to the line for Tucson. We got 33 Pixie Act trying to get through here.
That's right, Pixie Axe, a hard fighting jammer, an excellent jammer to have on up, well, at least the first few seconds of a power jam. Camilla Bloodspilla does an excellent job of getting through the pack herself. All right, Pixie's still going. She takes a bit of a spill, but not slowing down. Triple-aught Fanny Fisher will be hitting the penalty box. And look at the scoreboard, 162 to 158. Pixie Axe has just broken the lead open again.
Tucson's starting to look like Tucson again out there. Keeping it together.
Pixie Axe passes her last few blockers and calls off the jam. Yeah, we got a timeout right now, and what can we say at this point? 171 to 162. We got time to at least get one more jam off. Oh, there goes. Thought I saw that clock ticking for a second. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for sticking out, for coming out here, especially the fans. You guys are awesome. This is a serious roller derby marathon, and you people are showing your true colors. These events are not for the faint of heart or for the light of derby. So get heavy with derby. Stick around all 3 days and watch the games get better and better. The girls are lining up on the track again. And once again, we've got two of the heaviest hitting jammers for both teams, respectively, Lindsay Lowblow and Pepper Slay.
I almost can't watch, but it's my job.
Oh, that was out of play. Lowblow knocked to the inbounds.
She's taking on the entire Pikes Peak team. There's no...
All right, Lowblow breaks
She
away.
makes it through. Ladies and gentlemen, your lead jammer is Lindsay Lowblow.
She better adjust her panty.
Oh, going for more points.
Call it.
I wasn't into the mic. I said it to you.
Please, God, say there's not another jam. Please, God. Oh my God.
This is too much for me.
I can't stop shuffling these papers.
Just shuffle, Jilly.
Okay.
All right, that's
Oh
it,
my God.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
What a game.
This is unofficial. This is nothing's official yet.
Unofficial unofficial final 175 to 162 in favor of Saddle Tramps. We are waiting for any possible score changes, but that was a close game. I think I developed heart palpitations.
I'm sweating.
There at the end.
I'm sweating bullets right
And like
now.
I said at the beginning of this game, this is a relationship that has been going back and forth for years. Whew.
Oh. Can't touch this. Unless this is Super Freak again. I always get him confused. Very special girl.